Hey Pisces, it's me, Brandy from Taurean.com with your general, okay? You don't get a pretty background with crisp, I'm sorry. I got someone sleeping on it. So you just get my well-worn wood desk, okay? And Medusa. Right. So something is definitely happening in your identity. Me premeditating before I pull a Pluto card for you. These are going on because they are deep with shadow work, so I was drawn to them for these YouTubes. She's a menace. It's almost like a timeline's coming for me. I just can't tell if it's like February 16th through the end of the, even though this is for right now, this is playing, it's starting to play out from what I can tell. The end of this month when Pluto, I think, like hits, and it's like trying to test you so you can see like little bits of the future. So it's like a planet of wisdom and time, and it's very stubborn. So you're very stubborn. So it's a little harder for Spirit to give you the message because you're trying to be mental and pick it apart, I guess is the best way for me to put that. Okay, let's pull a card and I'll continue what I'm saying. Doe. Okay. We'll fixate on this as I read this for you. I haven't got this one for anyone. We'll say that much. Let's find ya. Do. As long as my eyes don't. I am sick. So I'm trying to get these out so everyone has their reading just in case they put me in the hospital. Because that is a big possibility right now. Okay, so make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Well, I guess I want to focus on it though, so you guys can kind of like see what she's doing. All right. Thanks for staying. If you have the mental capacity to do so. Receptivity, birth and beginnings. Perhaps the gentlest of all creatures, the doe moves in silence and serenity. She is at one with the world around her, drinking in each sound, movement, and disturbance. Especially those so minuscule they are virtually undetectable to human senses. Her receptive nature enables her to navigate the surrounding environment with precision. If doe energy is present in your reading, you too would be wise to observe, process, and receive. There may be many things in your life that are shifting. My God. A new cycle is being born. A new beginning is emerging, whatever this fresh start means for you. Welcome it with gentleness and serenity of the doe. It's likely the cycle of death that preceded this moment was an intense, dark one. I literally just did a reading for someone who did not comprehend that. Take heed of its necessity, though, especially if the whitetail is also present in this reading. Now, as the light returns to overtake the darkness, be open to receiving it. So I was saying, like in my meditation, you were analyzing something to death. If you ever cross paths with the deer in nature, you know how sensitive they are to even the slightest disturbance in their environment, be it a sound, smell, or sight. You also know how quick they are to flee the scene. Sometimes opportunities are also fleeting. And if we aren't ready to act when they're present themselves, we can miss out. However, there's also value in knowing to let something simmer for a while to reveal its true nature. Which of these is necessary now? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. My Lilith is Pisces. You don't care. Right. Well, I mean, you know, kind of what I was getting. And the shadow cards. These are a little more in depth with the shadow. Okay. You just have to be alone right now. Like, you may have too much, like, I don't know, online time. Obscurity. Often we overcomplicate situations when the best option is in plain sight but overlooked as being too easy. Sometimes it really is that simple. One more, Spirit, for the outcome. Shock. Being alarmed is what is happening in a healthy response for your own self-preservation. You need to stay alert and watch for future signs so you can protect yourself. Okay, so yeah, like I said, shaking your identity for sure. What you always thought something was, it's not. You know, it's like you are going to get this identity swap, and then you're going to somehow take on these different concepts, approaches. They are changing you in the coming months, though, right? Yeah. I don't know. It feels like artistic venture. Here's Judgment coming out for obscurity on this side. Seven of Cups. Identity issues for sure, friend. This is thinking you may have more options, or you need more options, you know, instead of like being present. That's what I always get with that, especially with the moon and the sun at the bottom. Which way do you go? Like, you are analyzing things to death right now. That has to end out. That has to be you overcomplicating things. The Eight of Wands. That is that shocking news. The Four of Pentacles. Holding on to the old. Not letting your intuition guide you. Let's pull for shock in the future. Four of Cups. You just don't want to put the effort in. Effort is too much. The Hermit. You're different. I don't know if I like that. Here's an earth sign. We got earth all over the place. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. One more. Eight of Pentacles. So that could be a person that you work with, but you don't want to put the effort in. They're very gentle. The fact that we have deer here in your surrounding, a very gentle person, maybe don't talk very much. You may not be used to that, right? Wheel of Fortune, or the World, sorry. Ending out this pain, this grief, and this sorrow that you've been hanging on to. Really being diligent and meeting someone who is a friend, a work colleague, potential partner, okay, who really gets your ideas spinning, who is exactly what you have wanted, but you want to put your head down because they may not match how you think they should look. Try not to do that to yourself. We'll get over here. Right now, we're going to deal with this. Right now, we are going to deal with the current energy of your obscurity and overanalyzing something and hanging on to the past because you've been told something that just isn't right. It's not right when it comes to whatever situation this is for you. You want to hold on. You want to avoid any risk. And I want to say that's literally about love and identity. Okay? There was a financial loss. You refuse to relax your grip on anything, right? And this is a lot to carry, which is creating this over-analyzation, the obscurity. We don't get 100% in life. Even if you come to me, I'm not going to be able to give you every single detail. And since, you know, you guys want to be the gifted ones, you know how that works and all. Even tarot, my ability comes out if you can't tell. Like, I'm just saying. You have issues around your financial and your love sector, your security on that. What makes you feel happy on an emotional level. You keep clinging to this, and that's a lot of psychological baggage currently. Okay, a lot of unnecessary worry in the physical and the emotional. You're probably staying up all night, and you're letting that hold you hostage. Not serve. They don't serve you. That don't serve you, right? Whatever you lost doesn't serve you. Doesn't serve you at all. Like at all. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I have a little bit of a fever, so bear with me. But that's a wishful thinking that something's returning. Or they're going to be like, oh, yeah, I love you, I'm coming back. You know? Your perspective is creating this situation that's obscuring your understanding instead of inspiring you, because you're refusing to settle on one to go. Because you are disoriented, you're uncertain, and you don't want to do anything. You don't know yourself. And I'm not trying to hate on anyone. I am a shadow worker. That's what comes out, folks. So if you're here and you want to know about yourself and you're ready to work on yourself, by all means, hit subscribe. I'm not the normal one, okay? So why don't you just settle on one of these things you actually want to bring to life? Not really the person. The person I don't think is supposed to. But the other things, your choices. Because you're not committing to any at all. You're not looking at anything directly. And once you do, that would kick off in like 2 months. Right? It would kick off, boom. Then your commitment to them, bam, bam, bam. Because you would take notice to the immediate like the dough. Okay? You would take notice to the immediate like the dough. But it's going to take probably a month for you to kind of kick out of that, my friend. Because you want to stay in this. But that's okay. Like I said, Pluto is bringing that death to you. Death to who you thought you should be, for sure. You're not moving on. You're just stuck in this disappointment. And you're taking it out on a lot of people. And it's a lot of self-absorbed energy. Apathy, boredom, withdrawal, missed chances, no new starts anywhere, you know what I mean? And they're trying to say there is a friendship. There is a literal friendship, and you're not giving them because it doesn't come out how you think it should be. I don't care what happens there. You haven't tried to find time to heal or find the blessings contained. Right? And action is necessary. This is like this person, okay, situation, whatever, can give you physical assistance and like an opportunity for like a fresh new perspective instead of holding on to that hopelessness and being too wrapped up in your story of suffering. That's right, you are. I'm sorry. You are too wrapped up in your story of suffering. Okay? I think this person's just to show you balance, like practicality, bringing your water nature in, settling it with earthly tones. So, you can close out that karmic cycle and stop adding these lessons to you, right? Maybe that's the shock. Maybe that's the shock. Hey, babies. Hey, babies. If you hear dogs in the background, I had to go feed them today. Someone just abandoned them on a porch. 5 days. I don't know what to do with them. This is a person who can bring the mastery of the physical creation through manifestation instead of just banking on these things. They can show you and share that with you, but you have to welcome it. You have to let go of this and welcome it. And I hope you do, from what I see. They're very trustworthy, but they're a practical problem solver. Okay? No nonsense, love, and support. Probably why you're having a hard time. You know, have a lot of emotional issues. And they just tend to themselves, care for their babies, care for their animals. They provide a comforting space. They give someone purpose and a tool, but they do not sit Okay? They train this baby doe to fend for itself. You get me? They train the baby doe to be alert for themselves. So she's constantly going and feeding and embracing something else at the same time. They do not, you know, they don't stay. So, you know, they get down, they focus, they do the job with full attention, and they go. That's what I literally get from this. They end it out. They invest in something else. You have to be able to see that. It's like you're looking. You don't want to put the effort in. Nope. You want to stay here. Spirit's trying to get you to clear that out. So if you can do that, you're on your way. I'm going to give you an oracle as soon as I find them. See how this ends for the next 2 weeks. I assume this goes a month for you. You Pisces are probably going to hate this message. I'm just saying. All right. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please, Spirit, give them words of wisdom to comprehend. To comprehend, please. Change. And community is under there. You know, where is it? Kids, what have you done? Yeah, what have you done? What have you done? What have you done for me lately? Alright, I found it. Anyways, you're not allowing people to support you. You refuse to see it, which we're going to go back to the doe. Okay, so here's the change. You're refusing to let community in because it's not coming the way you want it in. Throughout time, people have looked to the heavens for signs and the ever-changing movement of the clouds that have seen shapes and forms that seem to be direct messages from the Creator. Clouds are shapeshifters. Their essence is the same, but they can change from mist to rain to ice to snow to water. The transcendent nature of clouds. Okay. It's a pretty card. Lends the understanding that life is transitory and ever changing. See, you don't like that, which is the person you're supposed to meet. Ever changing. Okay? It's okay to change your mind. It's all right to change directions. You do not need to be consistent. This is time to put the needs and expectations of others aside and listen to the best of your own drum. You don't need to follow tradition. Create your own traditions. You are free to express yourself and let your spirit fly. To be daring. To go beyond predictable behavior. Just because something hasn't always been done a certain way doesn't mean that it needs to continue to be done that way. You can't control the exact circumstances of your life, but you can control what meaning you give to them. Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to be carefree and unpredictable. You may think you are, but you're not. You repeat offender. Okay? I'm just saying, repeat offender. And this person's actually here to show you stability and change of feeding it, growing it, releasing it. Okay? Just saying. Friend, foe, whatever. I'll catch you later.